Hello and welcome to Winter Haven for Day 6 of the 12 Days of N-Scale. This is my holiday layout for 2022, where I share the joy of running my N-Scale trains. We're halfway through this year's series, and the N-Scale folks are starting to wrap up work and school ahead of the holidays. They've got some days off to enjoy, and what better way to enjoy them than to take a ride on the Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway. Today's train is being led by Reading and Northern's EMD SD50M number 426. This was the only locomotive to be painted specifically for the Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway, but it has since reverted to the green and yellow number 5033. And sadly, the rumor is it will soon be scrapped. Fear not though, my N-Scale model made by Atlas runs strong, and I expect to enjoy it for years to come. This episode is not really about this locomotive though, it's about the train it's pulling. All but one of these cars are projects that I just completed customizing so I could have a legitimate N-Scale Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway train. 3 of the coaches came as Broadway Limited, undecorated Pennsylvania Railroad P70 coaches. Although these are not an exact match for the Lackawanna MU coaches used as Reading and Northern's 300 series, they were still close enough for me. When modeling an N-Scale, you often have to make do with what you find. These came pre-painted, though I did some detail painting to make them look more authentic. I painted the diaphragms and steps black, then added the yellow safety stripes to the steps. I used decals from CMR products for the Reading, Blue Mountain, and Northern lettering, and for the car numbers. I have a second set of decals on order to finish them later, as the real cars have numbers at each end. The numbers I picked were the 3 cars that I rode in this year. First up is number 309, which I rode round trip on the bike train on a rainy day in September. Second is number 301, which gave me my first ride behind 2102 on Schuylkill Haven Borough Day later in September. Then I've thrown in a random streamlined Pennsylvania Railroad coach. This is one that I hope is the first of a collection for a different locomotive. The past 2 years, the Gorge train has often had old Iowa Pacific cars in the consist with their original liveries, and I thought this Pennsy car looked similar to those. The third custom coach is number 304, which I rode in behind 425 in early November on a mainline excursion from Reading to Jim Thorpe and back. Lastly is Reading and Northern caboose number 92844. The prototype gave me my first caboose ride last year through Lehigh Gorge. This model started as an undecorated red caboose made by Bachman. I painted the roof, balconies, steps, and undercarriage black. Then I detailed the red and yellow handrails and added yellow safety striping to the steps. The decals are also from CMR products, though I chose the ones that match the appearance of the caboose back when it would have run behind 426. The prototype caboose was repainted sometime in late 2019 or early 2020, so it looked different by the time I got my ride. And there's something else very cool about these Broadway Limited coaches. Yes, the interiors light up. This was a surprise to me the first time I ran them, and it makes this the only train where I can turn off the room lights and let you see this holiday layout lit up at night. Merry Christmas, thanks for watching, and I'll see you down the tracks.